Well, hi folks. This particular video is dedicated to helping you understand what we mean by drifting, a horse that's drifting or a horse that's shortening. Basically, a horse that's drifting is where the odds are getting bigger as time progresses, and a horse that's shortening is a horse where the odds are getting shorter over time. So let me see if I can demonstrate that to you. So if we go into your Betfair account, and you look at a horse race, the 230, for instance, Hereford, we're looking at a horse called Irish Prophecy, and we're going to see what that is doing. So we can press this button here, which is the chart button, and basically over here comes out a chart. So we can see that Irish Prophecy has done a couple of things, really. At the start of the day, it was trading around about 4.5. Then it's shortened to about 3. Then some money came in for which was really against it, so it's drifted out to just over 4, and then money came back in for it, so it's shortened again to around about 3. Very interesting, and now it's drifting again. So there's a difference of opinion about whether Irish Prophecy is going to win this race, certainly amongst the professional gamblers. This is the 230. We're now at 218, so it's 12 minutes. So we'll see some more money coming in for it in the next 10 minutes. But we can see that Irish Prophecy is a bit of difference of opinion. So we'll look at some others. The second in the betting, we can see that this particular horse has drifted rapidly at the beginning of the betting, but there wasn't very much money. That's the amount of money that goes on. So here we're talking about sort of maximum bet of 250. Some more money comes on here around about 500, 700. So we can see that it was drifting at the beginning of the day, trading around about 4 or 5. Drifted out to about 7, and then came back in and has actually shortened back in. The last match price was 4.2. So let's have a look at another horse, which is a Derby. Derby trading early morning when not very much betting was going on, around about 4.5, 5. Drifted then to about 5.5, 5.7. Came in slight bit, and is now drifting at last price, match 5.4. So we can see that those three, there's some difference of opinion, but you can see what the sort of thing we're talking about is. Going for gold is fairly static. This one has been fairly static, and then drifted quite rapidly, and then coming back in shortening. So up and down a bit. King's Monarch came in slightly, now is drifted out. You'd say that's a definite drifter, but it's beginning to shorten again in the recent past. And this one has sort of gone from 2025 out to about 42, so you can say a little bit of a drifter there. So drifting is where you can find out what your horse is doing by just pressing on one of these buttons. Up will come your market activity pop-up, and then you could just press on any of these particular ones just to get your particular horse and what it's up to. So this is quite important because in the system we use, we send out to newsletter on our newsletter to all our subscribers the horses which will form the basis for you making your qualifying bets, and also the horses and the races that will make your free bets to cash bets. Now we have actually today Hereford 230, Irish Prophecy or Derby. And what I've recommended is that with your free bets, you back whichever of the two horses is drifting. It does look as if Irish Prophecy is drifting again. So we'll go back into that and we'll see. Is Irish Prophecy? Yeah, it's come in, drifted, come in, drifted. That looks to me like when the serious money starts coming in, it's drifting a bit. So I would tend to look for Irish Prophecy as the one I was going to go after. I'd look at my sports betting account, whichever one you're on. So let's say you were in William Hill. Look for the price of Irish Prophecy in William Hill and see if I can match that to my Betfair account. Now, all you need to do then is you can say, well, what odds have I got on my Betfair account to lay? It's currently 3.85 or 3.8. So I'd say 3.8, put that into my stake and return calculator. Look at William Hill, see what they've got. Maybe they've got a 3.5. So put that in to my stake and return calculator, which is our unique feature. Say what the free bet is, say it's £10, and then automatically my stake and return calculator tells me how much to bet in that backing stake there to give me a consistent return whether the horse wins or loses. So that's pretty easy. So drifting horses, as you can see, we're looking for are the horses that are going out in price, and that's what we want, because ultimately drifting horses are less likely to win, and therefore the money that we stake is more likely to come into our Betfair account where we want it to be. So that's what drifting's about. I hope that's answered your questions. If you have any others, please get in touch. Inquiries at insidetracks.co.uk, and good luck.